Come in.
Hello, I'm Mark Smith, Accenture.
Hey, Chris Bolton, Hyatt Hotels. Please come have a sit.
Thank you. Well, it's a pleasure to finally get to meet you. I know we've been emailing back and forth.
All right, I'm very glad to finally sit down and talk with you. How's your day been so far?
It's been awesome. I actually brought some coffee for you and some of your employees to have.
Thank you very much. It's very kind of you.
You know, it was a little chilly out this morning.
Oh, absolutely. Winter is truly here now.
Yeah, I'd like to apologize in advance. I've had a little cold, so it's kind of my voice is a little bit off. So.
Thanks. I appreciate that.
But how's you have any big plans for Christmas? The holiday season coming up?
Just bouncing around, visiting family. Nothing too concrete. Just going to see one family in the south and one family in the on the east coast. But other than traveling nightmares, I think we should be good and enjoy a restful holiday season. How about yourself?
It's good to hear. Yeah, I don't have too many big plans. Actually, doing a lot of business work. Trying to get this deal done. But
Absolutely.
yeah. So talking about business, as you're well aware, I'm sure, I've been looking into your stocks. I know that they're a little bit down, but I've also noticed the whole industry stocks have been a little bit down. Can you just expand on that? Just tell me a little bit.
Yeah, and I'm glad you mentioned that. The industry for a whole has been kind of declining. Of course, we're coming up on the holiday season, so we're going to see a bit of a spike, but that's not really reflective of how the industry is. The industry is kind of suffering a little bit. Honestly, it's so saturated and there's so many players. We're finding it more and more difficult each year and each quarter even to differentiate ourselves and kind of make a specific name for ourselves.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a very saturated market. I know that Airbnb has been a huge new company that's been taking a lot of business from people.
Yeah.
But yeah. So one big thing that we really think we could improve you guys on as a company, as we looked and did research, was just your overall digital marketing, including things like social media and your search engine optimization. With your social media, we just feel like you guys post about a few days a week. They're just not consistent. We think if we can consistent them up and just kind of make them a little bit nicer, a little bit more in-depth, offer your deals, because you guys do offer great deals on a lot of your services, but they're just not out to the customers as much as they could be. And then the other one is search engine optimization. There's so many options with hotels, so it's absolutely vital that you can get, if you were to Google search hotels, that Hyatt Hotels is one of the top 3, ideally the top. And we just think that could really help you guys improve your overall corporation.
Oh, absolutely. Those sound like great ideas. And if I'm to be honest, we haven't put a substantial amount of effort into that. We've definitely been focused on services and making sure that all of our hotels are going well. But if you have a plan or a more focused social media strategy, I think that would be definitely something that we'd be open to listening to and definitely like.
Absolutely, and I know that this is something that you guys have already gotten on, but we were really impressed by it, and that's just expanding locations. You guys have done a very good job recently of expanding to locations that aren't quite as competitive, where you can thrive, which has been shown because your newer places have been doing, for the most part, better than older locations, just because you're getting into a less competitive market. Do you have any opinions on that?
I think, well, for the most part, we're just trying to, that is more spreading brand awareness through just kind of being there. We want to be the location where wherever you go, there's a Hyatt hotel for you to stay at. And it's more so expansion, but past that, it's just kind of foggy of how we're going to move forward and maybe best utilize these spots or these new locations. So that's something else that we're also struggling with, just to make sure that this long-term plan can yield more benefits for us.
And then another huge thing that we think could really benefit you guys as a company would just be holding some conferences and just events. It's a huge hotel industry, are always bringing in events. And we think that Hyatt Hotels, your locations are big enough and nice enough to host more events than you do. I know that there are already events done, obviously, but by really pushing that and advertising that, using some of that digital marketing ideas I was talking about earlier, we can really improve you guys' overall income.
I definitely appreciate that, and I think that'd be something that's very beneficial. That's something that the board is just looking for. We have all of these locations, but not so many specific uses for them. honestly, I'm really happy with what I'm hearing. Is there any way we could meet again later this week to further discuss this? Maybe if you have more solid proposals, some preliminary plans or something?
Absolutely, yeah. And I will bring my boss as well, and we're gonna come through and we'll give you the full plan. But yeah, it was a pleasure meeting you. I'm glad you liked what we heard because we really like you guys as a company and know you guys have a ton of potential.
Thank you very much. We definitely appreciate that. We are often seen as underdogs, but I'm glad you can believe in us. Honestly, I don't have much free time in my schedule next week. How does Wednesday at 2 o'clock sound?
It sounds great to me. It was a pleasure meeting you.
Fantastic. Thank you very
see
much.
that.
I'm excited to work with you.